Hey everyone, my name is Alexandra Robles, and today I will be talking about my Marp project. And for my Marp project, I decided to focus on a program called Imagine Learning. So Imagine Learning is a computer-based individualized reading program, and our school district actually this year has implemented it for the first time. I know other school districts have been using it as well. This year we're using it for reading and math, but for this Marp project, we're only focusing on the reading portion of it. It can be accessed through a web browser, it can be accessed through an iPad, Android app, Mac, Windows, and believe it or not, a Kindle. At our school in particular, we use it on our little nifty Chromebooks that we just got this year. They're actually brand new. I don't know what was wrong with the previous ones, but these ones are touchscreen and they flip and do all kinds of nifty things. So it's kind of nice for the students. Imagine Learning is supposed to be engaging for the kids and individualize the learning experience and boost academic performance, and there's ways to access that so the teachers can see. So Imagine Learning uses games, interactive lessons, and aligns to the Common Core state standards, which is a huge thing for teachers and students within the classroom. It's nice to know that it's just not one of those free choice games or a program, that's just made up. So that's a really big, huge plus. It also focuses on foundational skills and literature and language of all the Common Core state standards. So it's a big, nice, rounded program you get in a nice package. The program offers content in English, but it also offers it in 15 other languages, which is super nice because if you have a student in your class who speaks Spanish, Mandarin, Chinese, or is an English language learner, it can be helpful for them. Students will learn literacy and language and will need to spend at least 30 minutes per day on this program to complete a lesson. If the student is inactive for, I believe, 2 to 3 minutes, the program shuts itself down and restarts. And so when the student tries to go back in and log into it, it restarts them all the way back to the lesson. So students have to specifically stay on it for 30 minutes. I mean, I guess that's kind of nice because teachers may be able to be planning or getting things ready for the next lesson in class. But the literacy portion of this program focuses on print concepts, phonological awareness, phonics and word recognition, spelling, comprehension, and reading lessons. So that's the nice part of the literacy program that it focuses on. The language focuses on basic vocabulary, academic vocabulary, speaking and listening, grammar, and figurative language. So that's all you get inside the reading portion of Imagine Learning. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you think about it, it touches base on a lot of different things, and so pretty helpful. So the Imagine Learning program begins with an assessment that identifies each student's weaknesses as well as strengths. So the program gives them a placement test, which identifies a developmentally appropriate starting point for instruction. So it's based on the initial assessment, students are individually assigned to a specific program that has interactive games and activities based on their academic performance on that certain assessment. The assessment and the instruction focuses on 5 core areas of literacy, which are comprehension, phonics, vocabulary, fluency, and phonemic awareness. So the program focuses on games and instruction throughout the program. When it comes to the literacy and literature part, it focuses on certain areas for the students to practice on, and it incorporates it in the games as well along the way. It recognizes letter recognition, phonic rules, spelling, rhyming, phoneme segmentation, vocabulary development, reading comprehension, and idiom comprehension. So it touches bases on a lot of things that deal with reading, literacy, and literature. So it's a really nice thing for the students to use inside the classroom, and it also is a great tool for the teachers to see as well as they progress throughout the program. So in order to keep the students engaged and wanting to use this program, Imagine Learning offers activities with ample room for self-expression and to keep the students engaged. In order for that to happen, students earn what's called virtual currency by completing lessons, games, and activities. The students can use this currency to purchase accessories for their Imagine Learning museum that they have on their personal account, and they can add little knickknacks that they can buy with the amount of fake currency money that they have. The program incorporates art, music, sports, and multidisciplinary subject matter while focused on the literacy skills. So it's really nice to see that the students are engaged and They can interact with their peers and be like, oh, how many coins do they have? How many coins do you have? What are you gonna buy? Look what I have in my museum, type of thing. So it's always really nice to see that. And so it kind of makes the students want to work harder, gain more points so they can buy certain things that they see that they are available in the museum shop. So when students complete an assessment or a lesson, that information gets sent to the teacher, and the teacher has access to gain all those little places that they missed or improved on, and they get to see their little scale up and down between the beginning, middle, and the end of the year. Administrators can receive that as well, so like the principal can see how as a whole school is doing, which is pretty nice. School districts can purchase this program individually for students, or they can purchase it for the whole district. It just depends, I guess, what's in their budget they can do. I've seen other school districts specifically use it for English language learners, so I'm not quite sure if that's a cost-efficient thing or not, but I believe that all students could benefit from the program. So I wanted to give you guys a little look of what it looks like when the teachers log in. This is what they're greeted with to allow them to see what their students will be doing in this program. The students are then able to log in and greeted by this little guy, and they input their username and their password. The site code's usually entered by the district. Next, they're greeted to a game that is at their level that they can do and accomplish and finish. It's usually a series of different games. It could be as simple as the previous picture, or it can go into something like this that's a reading. So I feel that Imagine Learning is important because it places a big emphasis on catering to the needs of English language learners. Students who are learning English and have the ability to use a native language, this program can support that. That program can support them, hopefully, with those 15 different languages that they offer, can hopefully accommodate that specific student. So it provides a scaffolding in the student's native language. So as soon as the program sees that the student no longer needs it in their native language, it'll cut it out and replace it with English language. Imagine Learning allows teachers in districts and schools to create reports and analyze students' progress in the action area tools. It allows teachers to find a suggested activity for them or print worksheets that will accommodate them if they're at a lower level than the other students in the classroom. It creates progress reports for parents, so it's like a great thing to show parents during conferences where their students' strengths are, where they need a little extra help on, and it's a great tool for that. Teachers can analyze individual and in-class reports to compare students' growth over time. So it allows them to see where they started at the beginning, where they're at the middle, and where they're at the end, and see if they progressed or not. Each student's progress towards specific standard skills is going to be different, obviously. The program provides reports for IEPs as well, so it's a great inclination when it comes to IEPs, report cards, conferences, and for the district and teachers to see where their students are at academically. Administrators and school district professionals have additional tools, including the weekly and yearly usage reports, to inform which students and classes and grades are meeting their targets for the year and how much time they've spent using the program. And our big emphasis this year, since it's our first year using it, is to use it. And we even have the superintendent coming to our classroom on certain days, surprises us, and tries to see where the students are at and if the program's working. I mean, yes, technology isn't always perfect. It does have its flaws. Sometimes the program doesn't want to work, or it's taking too long to load, or the internet's down, or somebody's Chromebook has a virus. It all depends on what it is. I think that might be my only flaw about it, is that it is heavily based on the internet, and hey, if the internet doesn't work for that day or something, we can't do it that day. A recent study demonstrates that students using Imagine Learning language and literacy in grades 2nd, 3, and 5 showed 36% and 65% greater gains, respectively, than non-users. An independent study by the Utah State Office of Education found that English language learners, students with disabilities, and low-income students experience more growth than other student groups on the Imagine Learning program. An independent study of 45 schools using the program by the New York City Department of Education found that students enrolled in the program for 20 to 26 weeks experienced growth in vocabulary, letter knowledge, phonemic awareness, and oral production. Well, guys, that is my Marp project in a nutshell. in the last 9 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video and learned about things about this program, Imagine Learning. Keep up the good work. We have one more week left till the end. You guys have a good rest of your weekend.